What's up, guys? User friendly here. It's 9.1. I figure I'd throw a video up. I'm going to do this new layer of torghast, but that's not really going to be my focus. So what's going on? 9.1 Beast Mastery. The Sims are telling us Kyrian. So I'm Kyrian at the moment. I got renown capped. Sims are telling me Pelagos for now until we get to the effusive anima accelerator and whatnot. Because I think Forge Master, this dude becomes the best. But as of now, we're doing Pelagos combat meditation. Resonating arrow instead of wild spirits. 1 minute cooldown versus a 2 minute cooldown. It's not much better, but I quite enjoy it. I feel like it lets you line up with Bestial Wrath a lot easier. It's 30% increased crit, which lines up with the legendary better since you're getting increased crit damage. So that synergizes really well. Pelagos combat meditation also gives you a big mastery bonus, 315 mastery for a flat 10 seconds at least. So the entire time that resonating arrow's up, you're getting a nice damage buff. I mean, my mastery's 329. When we cast, it goes up to 644. So I mean, you figure 34.9 versus, so you're getting a 17% flat pet damage increase, plus a 35% crit damage buff, plus, the crit. So it synergizes really well. You have to make sure that you are using it properly. Unlike wild spirits that you wanted to pop on the pole because your barb shots and your stomp damage double dipped into wild spirits. You want to make sure that you aren't actually popping resonating arrow on the pole. You want to get your 2 barb shots out, you want to get your Bestial Wrath out, and then you want to get another barb shot out, and then you want to drop resonating arrow. The logic behind that is you want as many kill commands in that window as possible. I'm pretty sure that's the reason that eventually Killer Cobra, they're talking about Killer Cobra being top talent in that last tier, probably because I'm assuming it's because it lets you get that many more kill commands into that Bestial Wrath resonating arrow window. So I did that incorrectly, but I'm not going for maximum damage here. It's just torghast. Some of this stuff can be a little tricky, seeing as we're not super over geared for it anymore. I had a little bit of trouble in the last one when I go to pull a pull that were do a pull that was big enough for me to do before, but now not so much. Torghast is only 5 layers now. You're timed. You have this power buff thing. I'm sure there's stuff out there on how to get the most points, because we do have a skill tree for Torghast now, which is the reason that I'm not looting anything. One of the first power that I jumped on was auto loot, and I was like, oh bejesus, sign me up for that auto loot, because I don't want to loot anything. It also makes it so that you can get through here a lot quicker if you're not having to loot things. I think the only things you have to loot are bosses. So yeah, I couldn't be happier. It's the first thing that I grabbed. I'm gonna do this properly here. That, and then we drop that. I'm gonna throw a barb shot or a multi shot first. It's because I think we got a beast cleave buff. So beast cleave is rocking significantly more damage now, or like 5% more damage now, or something. So it's definitely worth it. You definitely want to keep it up. I guess we have a power that's making things explode. So nothing fancy new in here. I haven't even seen any new powers, to be honest. We are in Season 2 of Mythic Plus with that fun new weekly or season-wide affix that lets you choose anima powers inside dungeons. They're pretty cool. One of them gives a massive crit buff, which is nice. That's gonna depend on your gear, though. I know that for me, it's really nice, but crit isn't. Uh-oh, my pet's gonna die. Crit isn't even my highest secondary stat sometimes. I'm right at the gear level where it's bouncing around quite a lot, actually, what my best secondary stat is. So make sure you're simming. I mean, I've gotten to the point where I've changed my enchants on rings and stuff, and that's changed my stat weights. So make sure you're simming. I mean, I guess it's a good sign because it really doesn't matter what I put in. I'm gonna be okay. But one up. Hey, victory. Your steward choose you on. I don't know how exactly those steward powers work in here. I don't know if my steward will follow me over these platforms, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take this damage increase. There's a lot of monsters here, so we're gonna resonating arrow. Pew! So resonating arrow is nice. Gives you 30% crit buff. That also does damage in and of itself, which is nice. But I think the crit bonus is best. Single target. Oof. I think it's best to prioritize kill commands and pet damage and whatnot. How about I'm gonna die? Turtle shell. How am I gonna do this? Hey, come here, dude. Where are you going? It didn't work anyways. What was I saying? Yeah, single target versus AoE. If you're single target, you wanna prioritize getting as many kill commands in as possible. I think if you are focusing on AoE, I think you want to get as many stomps in there as possible, because it is going to work the same way as Wild Spirits did. The one problem, the one downside that I see in the issue of synergy is the fact that Beast Cleave doesn't crit, so it doesn't help your damage too much in that sense. You jerks. You're gonna get it now. So another thing, if you guys are playing Pelagos as your soulbind, you have to play pick 'em up with the balls. Your combat meditation buff lasts 10 seconds, but if you pick up the little balls that pop out, it gets a 3-second extension, I think. So you can get up to a 9-second extension, and like I said, that's a double damage buff on your pet's damage. So it's definitely very worth it. I'm also not 100% certain what the benefit of using the empowerment is. I know I bought an upgrade power in the tree that made it so that my empowerment, which takes Soul Forge Embers, lasts or something happens when I'm empowered, like movement speed increase or something like that. There's a couple different upgrades in the tree that make it so that you have other bonus effects when you're empowered, so they're worth holding on to. I guess that you can extend it. I think the more stuff that you kill while it's active, it extends it. But like I said, I'm no expert. I'm sure somebody's made a video about it. I'd go watch it. You get a higher score, or the higher your score, the more currency you get for the tree. And we also do have like dungeon-wide affixes these days. They're called Torments. Magic damage done increased by 15% for all players and enemies. And we got these dudes. Enemies grant nearby enemies increased haste on death. So, I don't know how much of an effect that's going to have over the course of the dungeon, but I guess you kind of want to focus the larger targets. It's kind of like a raging debuff in Mythic Plus. Also, as you guys just saw, a lot of this stuff in here doesn't necessarily pull everything. I should probably turn Peton on, huh? So if you don't have to pull everything, don't pull everything. Interrupted one and the other one got the cat stuff. I've been running with the Spirit Beast as of late. Honestly, just because I'm used to it. I was using it because of the heal and the damage reduction, getting survival of the fittest. I'm going to put it away and get my lust pet out. That's rude. Heal the pet up here. Let's go ahead and do this. And this. And that. You gotta pick up the balls. I should probably empower myself too, huh? I think that as you kill monsters, it replenishes your bar so that you can take it further. So I'm probably wasting points doing what I'm doing, but it is what it is. Normally, I would take the Phantasm increase. I usually always recommend taking the Phantasm increase, but I have enough Phantasm. I got the 250,000 Phantasm achievement before this tier started, so I'm not really hurting for it anymore. I will take the extra slow. These guys are about to all pull. We're gonna hit Resonating Arrow. Make sure we pick up our balls. I have somebody's weak aura that I modified. I wanted to track the size, track the balls that you put down. So I have a weak aura for it. I'll show you next time it pops up. It's really simple. The weak aura does everything. You can see it right here. It tracks basically the cooldown of your Covenant ability. But I'm also using it for, I'm just using it for the orbs to show me how many orbs I have down. Whether I need to pick them up. I'm sure there's a more complicated one, the timer and blah blah blah, but I just needed something simple and functional, so I took it and I made the number really big, and that's where we're at. These little guys that you see running around here are from the Torghast Legendary that increases the amount of Phantasm that you have. It also makes it so that every time you kill something, there is a chance to spawn one of those little demons, and when you kill the demon you get another buff that gives you increased anima or phantasm. So that's what this Weekora right here is tracking, this buff that gives 10% increased anima. So just so I have an idea, not that it influences a whole lot of decisions, but I'd still like the information anyways. Sometimes if you have more than one of them up, you can let one run around, get a little chicken with his head cut off until you're lower on the timer. And then you can kill him and extend the duration of that buff. Alright, I am empowered. I think we'll use it on this big group of monsters up here. And see how awfully things can turn out for me. So this is the big one right there. It's telling me that I have one buff or one ball up. I just interrupted nothing. That's cool. I'm good at this game. You should try to be like me. I'm going to stun that guy, hopefully before that goes off. It's interesting. The legendary has a chance every time you loot anima to spawn one of those little dudes. With that power, with the anima power, or the torghast power that makes me automatically loot things, it is automatically spawning them. Okay. What on earth was that? Shadow Nova's probably gonna hurt, but it looks like I'm outside of it. Shadow Ball Volley I do not want. I didn't kill that guy, did I? Everybody's just vanishing from sight. I did kill him? Okay, gain an upper 7. No. When you teleport, put him. No, let's just take the critical strike. Those are interesting abilities, but not for me. We also have that guy who's disappeared. There he is. I got Calyx here helping out. I'm going to throw some fire under you. I really enjoy taking the Soulforge Embers power, mostly for nostalgia purposes. I'm really good at using it because I used it as my rating legendary and my Mythic Plus legendary for a very long time. And I enjoy the functionality of it. I wish it did more damage so that it was more feasible. But it is what it is. So this rope up here is for an anima power back here. This is a new, on the newer end of knowing where things are to me. Let me try. Right, we're gonna do that. Trying to hurry through here just because there's a time element these days. There's a par time for the floor and you get judged accordingly. So you don't want to dally. If you need to take your time, you can, but you want to be as quick as possible. Guess we're trapping. I don't know why this guy broke, but he did. Let's resonating arrow him. We're gonna see if I can kill these other guys first. lost my frenzy stacks because I'm a baddie and I pulled another monster. I'm gonna heal. We're gonna kill this guy because he's here. Alright, probably shouldn't have done that and given this guy haste, but let's stun him. Let's set him on fire. We got Beast of Wrath up. Get kill shot. Alright. We'll get some healing because we're out of combat. Oh, we're not out of combat. I'm not sure what we're in combat with, but game just doesn't want me to get full use out of my Seraph Tenders. Hey, look, it's our buddy. Maybe we'll get a new companion, because I haven't gotten all the companions for the Kyrians out of Torghast yet. I don't need any reduced health. Calyx, you joining the team? Nope, I guess you already joined the team. Let's do that. And that. Alright, we're going to hit that up. Alright, let's go ahead and do what we need to do. That. Bloodlust. Beast of Wrath. Resonating Arrow. Let's pick up our damage balls. Oh, that was nice. Okay. Let's just take the extra damage proc. That's a good one. Alright, we are up to floor 3 where the vendor is. New other stuff in Torghast. Cosmetic shenanigans. It's another reason to take the increased phantasm powers. There are cosmetic buffs that you can pick up in Torghast. Not cosmetic buffs, cosmetic items. A bunch of different shoulder pad items that you can pick up. They're super cool. I mean, I don't know, super cool. They're options and choices. So if you like transmog stuff, you can pick them up. They're a good way to dump excess anima. If you have, or not anima, Jesus, phantasm. If you have a bunch of phantasm and there aren't really any abilities that are going to help you, you know, a lot of the ones that don't participate combat-wise, you can buy the transmog stuff. Even if you don't care about the transmog, they sell for 150 gold a pop, so you can transmit some phantasm into gold. I think they sell for 300-ish a pop if you don't want any powers, or you feel that you're OP and you don't need the powers. Then you can do that. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do the normal and buy my anima cells. There's some other stuff here, new stuff when you're empowered. Empowered Phantasm, when empowered, increases the amount of drop rate from enemies by 200%, so that's cool. Rejuvenating Siphon Essence Potions grant their effect twice and grant an absorb shield of 2 minutes. So there's some new stuff. That's the speed one. I'm not too concerned about that. You know what? I think I will take that just to speed myself up. And I'm going to take the Bestial Wrath duration. And we'll take the extra crit damage too, because why not? There is not another vendor, or there is not, the other vendor is on the last floor. So keep that in mind. Cadaverous Cleats. No, we'll take the kill shot damage. So you guys are going to see my Forsworn Feather weak aura. If you haven't, I made myself a weak aura for the Forsworn Feather. If I don't have 30 stacks of the buff, so that's it right down there. If I don't have 30 stacks of the buff and disengage is available, it will yell at me and say, hey, disengage. You need it, it's a buff. So, Jesus, messing up my pet. So, honestly, I can just disengage into the wall. We're just doing it for the speed increase. Whee! Kill this guy and get our Phantasm buff. But as you can see, I mean, I had, what, 900 Phantasm going into that floor. So, and I didn't get a single power that was an increase to Anima, or Phantasm gained. God, I keep saying Anima, guys, I apologize. When I say Anima, replace it with Phantasm because I'm a fool. It was snare length, or snared speed. That's a very helpful power, especially since we are back into the realm where this can be, you know, something regarding a, or something resembling a challenge. Let's put a tar trap on this platform. Probably not the best idea. Ooh. Damage done. Alright, and I'm not going to disengage up here until we get up here, that is. Alright, let's go ahead and get everything rolling. Let's tar trap. Let's flare. Let's bestial wrath. This guy and his stupid abilities. Knock it off. Something is murdering these things at the end. I must have. I'm doing something special. Maximum health. Where attacks have a high chance of affecting. I like that. Extra damage. Dig it. Let's take the heal. Let's disengage for my speed bonus. Free this guy. Do that. Free this guy. And let's get out of here. Oof. My pet looked like it fell off the edge. I thought that was me. Disengage. Alright. You are not the boss. I am going to Resonating Arrow just to use your big. Another thing I like about Resonating Arrow, it's got good cooldown. It's only a minute, as opposed to, you know, Wild Spirits, that was 2 minutes. I'm a fan. You can pop it a lot more often without worrying about not having it up for a specific fight. So that's always nice. This guy wants to be a jerk. Pull him over my trap. Get my disengage on. Put my pet back on attack. Stun him just because I don't like that damage he's putting out. And my interrupts off of on cooldown. Let's freeze him again, or tar trap him again. Alright, we are almost good on Resonating Arrow. Hey, sweet. Reduce the cooldown. Ooh, a 10-second reduction on Resonating Arrow and a new follower. Yes, buddy, welcome to the club. We are cool as crap. Do that. Tar trap, flare, bestial, that. We're going to ignore my disengage for now because we're focusing on damage. That was rude. Disengage into the wall. Just make sure we keep the buff rolling. He's dead. Something's killing these things at 50%. I must have got anima power that I'm not aware of. We're going to go ahead and take that. And this should be the end. Oh, I didn't use my power at all. Floor completion 100%. That's nice. Should we disengage? Any extra goodies over here? No. Extra goodies over there? No. Alright, we got the vendor. We only have 223. Anything fantastic over here? Empower bravery? No. Let's just go ahead and take these. And we'll take the extra crit. Let's disengage. I never use my Ravenous Anima Cell. You know, I might as well just do... Let's see if we get free anima on any one of these. Exhilaration, useless. Let's take that. And since there's nothing left, might as well take that. Just for the achievement buff. Alright, so everything's off of cooldown. Let's do that. Let's burn you first. Not that speed increase really makes much difference anymore. Oh, this guy's doing some fragments. Okay. Okay, what on earth was that? My pet is not... Did he unsummon my pet? What on earth was that? He hit my pet so hard he desummoned him? That was interesting. Also, go ahead and empower ourselves here. Probably should have done that on the pole so everything's stacked up. We're going to switch targets to these soul guys. Just because I don't like them messing up my junk. My heal is on cooldown. Keep our frenzy stacks up. But get feared instead. We have a very low health. No trap. Resonating arrow is up again. Kill command. There we go. Or kill shot. I got 4 stars. Or whatever mabobs those are called. It's a new currency. New currency. And you can see I got 88 Tower of Knowledge. I died once. That sucks. Empowered bonus 4 time. Par time is 22.35. I did 22.25.54. A little under. But you see what the bonuses are. 90% destroyed, souls freed, no epic anima powers, that's cool. Rob the broker. Assisted the denizens of Torghast. So open treasure chests. Group finish with 500 anima. So that's cool. 5% bonus there. So, yep. There's the damage breakdown, kill shot, melee, soul forge embers. But yeah, so that's it, guys. Any questions? If you think I'm doing something wrong or you just want to talk, hit me up. I personally am. What are we? We've killed some bosses. What are we? 5 heroic? Yes, I understand. Can you go away now? Close. There we go. What did we kill? 5 bosses? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 bosses in heroic. I got this fancy bow, 239. So that's cool. I also got this trinket, the Titanic ocular gland. But it shows you the importance of simming. This doesn't sim better than my 2 currently equipped trinkets. And I did the mythic Talavesh and got this neck. This neck doesn't sim better than either of my other 226s that just have a socket in them. So, make sure that you sim your stuff. Stuff changes. A lot of you guys with lower item levels, if you weren't 226.3 or whatever was the highest you could get without killing mythic, make sure you sim in yourself because you never know. But yeah. Other than that, this is the little talent tree that we've got going on here. The further down trees are locked by spending amounts, so spend what you want. You can get rid of the torments. You can get blessings when you go in. Make your empowered last 25% longer, which I assume would be good. You know, then you can get a bigger bonus. Doing, I don't know what the adamant vaults is. Probably a bonus level at the end, which sounds like fun. But yeah, it is what it is. So pick the powers that work best for you and call it a day. All right, guys. Thanks for watching.